Hi, my name is Jasmine Adams, and today I will be presenting on game addicts. What is video game addiction? Video game addiction is hypothesized to be an excessive or compulsive use of computer or video games, which may interfere with one's personal and daily life. In this video, I will be using two ways of knowing and one area of knowledge. The two ways of knowing is memory and emotion, and the way of knowledge is mathematics. Headline statistics state that 155 million Americans regularly play video games. 42% of those millions play for at least 3 hours a week. 4 or 5 American households contain a device used to play video games. So my big question is, to what extent can one be classified as a game addict? Well, here are some signs of game addiction. A game addict usually acts aggressively towards video games and often gets stuck in realism. Realism is when one thinks that the game is real or appears to seem real. A game addict also plays games instead of socializing with friends or family. Play games instead of engaging in physical activities like playing outside. They often throw tantrums if not allowed to play video games. They often play the game for about 6 hours a week or more. Signs of anxiety are also displayed when anticipating a new game or the ability of playing a game. By now, you're probably wondering, how is this topic relevant? Well, because 13 to 14 hours are spent each week playing video games, and this is most relevant to males, especially the ones that I know. Violent behaviors have resulted from loss in privileges of video games, as well as disorders such as ADHD and ADD have been linked to video gaming. Here are a few harmful effects of video gaming. Increased risk of ADHD and ADD due to the high interactivity of games may occur. Learning abilities may occur. Light-induced seizures, musculoskeletal disorders of upper extremities. This means that one may develop upper body problems because they are sitting in a place way too long with no exercise. Weight gain, lower metabolism, aggression, poor social interaction, and poor cooperative interaction. This means that everything has to be about winning. So my first claim is coping mechanisms should be provided to those who tend to act with anger because they are so accustomed to playing video games. This means that the game addict should be provided with an alternative to avoid the emotional and mental stress. But others may argue that violence can also be a product of abuse and neglect in the home. Well, I remember hearing a report about a 13-year-old boy who's now 16 named Noah Crooks. He attempted to rape and eventually shot and killed his mother with his .22 caliber, which she gave him as a gift when he was 10. Investigators found that before this incident occurred, Noah's mother took away his Call of Duty video game. After investigating, no signs of abuse or neglect was reported in or outside of Crook's home. So because Noah's mom did not give him an alternative to playing the game, he exploded with anger, and he eventually did something that he regret until this day and lost his beloved mother. Demographics also show that the average game player is said to be 35 years old. 26% of game players are under the age of 18. 27% are over the age of 50. 56% are males and 44% are females. The most frequent game purchasers, 41% for females and 59% is for males. According to spending costs, U.S. consumers spent about $22.4 billion on games in 2014. The top-rated games in 2014 were action games at 28.2%, shooter games at 21.7%, and sports games at 13.3%. The digital scales accounted for 52% of the scales against physical media's 48%. Also, in 2010, the digital scales were at 29%. Death could also become a harmful result of video gaming. Just recently, a Russian gamer known as Rustam, 17 years old, died from thrombosis after playing online games for 22 days straight on September the 3rd, 2015. Thrombosis occurs when one is sitting too long with no exercise and the blood clots and releases itself into the bloodstream. Rustam did not get any exercise to keep his blood flowing, which is why he passed away.
Let's talk about our part. My heart touch your heart. Let's talk about living. Had enough of dying, not what we all about. Let's do more giving, do more forgiving. Yeah, our souls are brought together so that we could love each other, sister.
My follow-up question is, will you let your satisfaction of video games stir up your head and cause you to go mentally insane? Now it's time to identify a game addict. Shelly's favorite video game is Halo. Every day, Shelly comes home after school and jump right into playing Halo. She spends about 7 hours playing every day and often goes into an explosive rage when her mom tells her to stop and do her homework. Shelly doesn't like doing anything that doesn't involve playing her game. Is Shelly a game addict? Okay, so here's another scenario. John's favorite game is Until Dawn. Each day that John comes home, he does his chores and homework. He spends about 2 hours a week playing the game. John likes going outside to play with his friends, and he listens to his mom when she tells him to turn off the game. Is John a game addict? Hope you guys like my video and think about how much time and money you spend on video games. Thanks for watching.